Where is everybody? This is the famous question that, in 1950, was asked by the creator of the famous Fermi Paradox, Enrico Fermi, during a lunchtime discussion with his colleagues. In 1961, American astrophysicist Dr. Frank Drake, through his breakthrough question, said that there could be over 10,000 alien civilizations in the Milky Way alone. But as you can see, the question still had no answer. But recently, a report came out saying that some theorists have found the most dangerous solution to the Fermi paradox so far, one that actually works. Well, understanding these concepts will literally blow your mind. So if you dare, only then should you watch. I will start with the first concept, which is quite unique in itself. Aliens are said to live in a digital reality called a Matrioshka Brain. This theory in 1997 was introduced by inventor and roboticist BlackBerry, who wrote in his book, The Million Science of Fire Job Knowledge, that some civilizations could be so advanced that they might build a structure around their nearest star, uploading themselves into a digital virtual universe. Actually, the theorists claim that if these civilizations install countless layers like Russian dolls within each other, the total structure would be as big as Neptune's orbit, and it would be practically undetectable due to its energy absorption from the star. These theorists believe that the alien structure would include communication models, heat radiators, and a lot of silicon. But the most special thing they would have, which we have not yet achieved, would be computers. Now, in computeronium is a hypothetical material where each particle functions as a tiny individual transistor. The idea is that, just like a regular computer has countless transistors that process zeros and ones, in a computeronium structure, the atoms would be so complex that they would function like individual microscopic transistors without requiring any other material. This would result in their Matrioshka brain system and DISIP structure working like a supercomputer the size of a solar system. This means that if such a system or structure had already been built by an alien civilization, they could upload themselves into it as zeros and ones, thus becoming immortal, like our gods, because, after all, death is just physical, not intelligence or data. Now, I know this concept seems very far-fetched, and you may think it's just a theory, but even NASA's head of the Planet Science Division, Sean Dogma Goldman, in his report, Contact with Extraterrestrial Beings and Human Benefit, said that if a civilization more advanced than ours finds us, they will destroy us. And this is the second most terrifying solution to the Fermi Paradox, the dark forest theory, which Chinese author Liu Cixin explained in detail in his novel, The Three-Body Problem. Liu predicted that extraterrestrial civilizations could be harmful to humanity as their knowledge-based predictions would be extremely powerful. According to this theory, the universe is like a dark forest, and the civilizations living within it are hunters, competing with each other for survival and resources. The goal of all creatures is survival, so obviously they would take extreme precautions to remain hidden, avoiding detection by others. But when two hunters' paths cross, they would immediately assume the other is a threat and attempt to destroy them. According to this solution, that's why we don't see any alien life around us, because they are all being extremely cautious with their exploration efforts. The core idea of this theory comes from game theory. This entire universe is like a universal game, where actions lead to certain outcomes. For example, imagine there are two civilizations, C1 and C2, who are aware of each other's existence and are competing for resources, food, or dominance. In such a scenario, the destruction of one civilization is inevitable. So what are the possibilities? First, the two civilizations might just sit quietly, making no move, leading to zero outcomes. Alternatively, one civilization might destroy the other, and this too has some outcomes. But the inevitable conclusion is that one of them will perish. Now, what if they don't know each other's existence? This changes things. For example, C1 could try to find C2 by sending signals or remain hidden. If C2 detects C1 signals, they would likely destroy C1. But if C1 never sends any signal, both C1 and C2 might remain unaware of each other's existence and survive. This scenario is akin to a hide-and-seek game, where those who stay undetected survive until the end. Thus, if we are a less advanced civilization, keeping our location secret might be our best option. But it's a bit late because we've already revealed our location multiple times, like in 1974 with the Arecibo message, or in 1977 with the Golden Record, where we literally broadcast our biological makeup to potential extraterrestrials. According to the latest values from the Drake equation, there are around 15.6 million civilizations in our universe. If even 1% of them can detect our signals, it's possible that 166 of them could pose a threat to us within a year. And this is what makes this solution so scary. We may think we are looking for aliens, but no one is considering the possibility that they may already be watching us. Don't believe it? Listen to this. On the night of October 16th, 1957 in Brazil, a farmer named Antonio Bahas, while returning from his field, saw a strange red light in the sky. The light grew larger as it approached him, and soon he realized it was a ship. To escape, he ran, but he was caught by a 5-foot-tall mysterious creature and dragged aboard the spacecraft. The beings conducted tests on him, taking blood samples and performing some unknown procedure. Later, it was discovered that he had suffered from radiation poisoning, and strangely, yellowish liquid was leaking from his body. The most shocking part is that even the most conservative theorists believe Baja's story is true, because they argue that aliens may already be among us. So what if advanced alien civilizations are spying on us through malware they created? There are so many kinds of malware we can't even comprehend. What if they use quantum computers or even more advanced systems to create wormholes?